Are you an empty nester ready to start the next chapter of your life? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over the difference between a 55 plus community and an independent living community. And you know what? That adventure starts now. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you'll be notified of any and all changes to the market here in North Texas. My name is Marina Franco. I'm with the Living in North Texas team, and you know what? We get calls, emails every day from people like you needing help moving to North Texas. And you know what? We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you know what to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, let's set up a Zoom call so we can help make your move to North Texas a smooth one. Okay, so you're an empty nester. Kids are out of the house, on their own, living their own lives. You might be by yourself. You might have a spouse. You might have a significant other, a friend, brother, sister, somebody maybe that's with you, and you guys are looking at each other going, what the heck are we doing in this big house, having to take care of everything? We're ready to move on. But you're trying to decide if you need a 55 plus active adult community or if you need an independent living. Now, independent living sounds like, ooh, nursing home, right? Big X. Not necessarily. There are some independent living that, you know, kind of walk you to the next step. You're on your own, then you need some help and you go on like to the next and the next step. But not all independent living are nursing homes, okay? In fact, there are several where you're not even going to find a nurse unless they're retired and living there. 55 plus is a community. Now, in fact, I have a video about 55 plus, so if you want to find out more information, click on that video and you can find out more about what a 55 plus community is. But let's get to the differences between 55 plus and independent. All right, so the first thing is 55 plus has the convenience of maintaining the front yard, maintaining the buildings with the amenity center and the pools and things like that, the green belt and the landscaping of the community, where independent living actually gives you more of a hassle-free lifestyle, meaning where they have the upkeep of the home, they have cleaning people come in, they'll cook. In fact, a lot of independent living is more like apartment or condo living. They have somebody come in, clean your apartment or condo. They actually have a big dining room area where you can get your meals and hang out with friends. And of course, they're going to keep upkeep with the yard and everything that they have to offer. So what kind of amenities do they provide? Well, 55 plus, they're going to have amenities like amenity centers. Some of them will have golf courses. A lot of them will have resort style pools. They'll have workout facilities. A lot of them will actually have an activity person that will put together activities, whether it's wine tasting or painting or cooking, or maybe it's a group outing, something like that. There will be activities. Your independent living will have shared amenities, meaning there will be a library, there'll be pools, there'll be common spaces or shared spaces, game rooms, and of course a wide variety of community events will also happen there too. So a lot of times they have an event coordinator, just like the 55 plus, but a lot of the events are right there on site. Now, again, 55 plus will have an amenity center where they'll do a lot of those community things that you have to leave your house to go to, where in a independent living there, you know, you're probably hitting the elevator and going down a couple of floors, right? So both do have a lot of things to offer their residents as far as activities and amenities that are provided. Okay, what about owning my property or renting my property? So the majority of 55 plus communities will be for owning. A lot of the people living there own that home. Will there be rentals in there? Possibly, but the majority of them is you're going to go there, you're going to get a realtor, you're going to go, you're going to buy the home, it's your home. On the other hand, the independent living situation is going to be more rental because they're more condos and apartment-like houses. So it is going to be rent, though the thing is, a lot more is included in that rent than just rent, right? All the activities, the dining room, the pool, the game room, the workout facility. And yes, they are included in your 55 plus because they're there too, but the upkeep, the cleaning, the housekeeper coming in to clean the apartment or condo is included in the rent. So let's talk a little cost. Now remember, these are 2022 numbers, so they may change if you're watching this in the future. So your 55 plus community, it obviously depends on what's happening in the market at that time. So houses are going to be, whatever the market is saying they're going to be. Now, in your independent living, that is rent. So you may find rents going somewhere between $2,000 to $5,000. That's a lot of house or a lot of apartment there that you're getting a lot of. But there might be some that are slightly lower. There are obviously going to be some that are higher than that, depending on what they have to offer. So that's a question you have to ask yourself. Do I want to own my own place, or am I okay just renting and not having to worry about a lot of the upkeep and stuff like that? Okay, so here are 4 questions you might want to ask yourself when choosing between a 55 plus or an independent living. So, are you a DIYer? Are you ready to give up and give up the to-do list, right? If you're like, no, I still like maintaining my yard. I still like, projects around the house, things like that, then a 55 plus may be more your thing. But you're like, no, here, I'm giving it all up. I don't want to have to worry about anything. Then an independent living situation might be your best bet. Do you like a social life? That's another one. Though both do offer a lot of different activities, being in a 55 plus community, your house is like any other house in any other neighborhood in that city. So you don't necessarily have to participate, and you're not necessarily always going to see your neighbors, right? Where in an independent living, no, you don't have to participate, but you might see your neighbors more often because a lot of them are indoor, which, yes, I know houses are indoor, but if you've ever seen other regular apartments or condos, a lot of times the doors are outside, where this is all inside. So as far as the weather's concerned, you don't have to worry about it being cold and having to go down to the dining hall because everything is inside. But you might be seeing people more often and having to interact with them. So if you are not a people person and that is something you don't want to deal with, then an independent living situation may not be what you're looking for. A 55 plus might be more what you're looking for. Would you like to worry less about the future? Now, this is a question that a lot of people in this chapter of their lives sometimes don't want to talk about it, but being in a 55 plus community, you are responsible for maintaining your own home as far as upkeep, making sure that the backyard is mowed, making sure that the house is maintained. If it needs a new AC, if it needs a new roof, that is your responsibility. And as we do get older, sometimes a lot of those responsibilities kind of just go to the side because we're older and we're not dealing with those, or maybe we don't want to pay for them, or maybe we just don't worry about them. Where an independent living situation, a lot of that upkeep is taken care of, so it gives you your independence probably for a little bit longer than, say, maintaining your own household. And then the next question is, how do you define independence? Everybody has a different definition of what independence is. Independence is, for example, I want to keep up my own home. I want the luxury of coming into something that is mine. If I'm going to fix the roof, I'm going to fix it with who I want to fix it with. I can keep up my own house. I can hire my own housekeeper. I like having that independence. And on the other hand, you may define independence as, I have somebody taking care of all that, so I can then go on a trip and not worry about who's watching my house. I can go on, you know, a vacation and not worry about, you know, the upkeep of the house. Or if something breaks, I just call somebody and they take care of it. And I don't have to worry about calling a plumber or a roofer or whatever, right? So what is your definition of independence? And that's going to narrow it down if you prefer to be in an independent living situation or a 55 plus situation. All right, I hope that answered some of your questions, but you know, if you have more, you know what to do, how to get a hold of me, and be on the lookout for more 55 plus videos and independent living videos. And until the next time, guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.